Throughout this class, we have been able to do field experience reports, which give us an inside look at teachers by observing and interviewing them so that we can better understand what being in a classroom every day is like. Throughout these field experiences reports, I've been able to gather 10 tips for beginner educators to be better prepared for their new class. Tip number one, be adaptable. The ability to be adaptable in the classroom will help you tremendously. Not every student is the same. Each student will grow and learn at different levels. If you keep doing the same thing for each student without changing your approach, then some students will fall behind due to not being able to keep up with the rest of the class. Also, the same thing doesn't work for each class. You'll get a new class each year. With each class, you receive a new set of students. These students do not learn the same as the classes you've had before. If you cannot adapt, then your students will suffer because they don't learn the same as every student you've had in the past. Tip number two, know what drives you. Your driving factors should be clearly identified so that you know what it is. If you know what drives you, then you can find what drives your students. Your students are trying their best to do whatever you ask of them. If you can identify what your driving force is, then you can help your students identify what their driving force is. Once they identify that, they not only will try harder in your class, but they will now know what they have to work towards to be the best they can be in your class. Tip number three, do more than the bare minimum. While you are only contracted to be paid for a certain amount of work, doing more than your contracted obligations will be noticed. Go out of your way to do something to help your class, whether it's something as small as grading your students' assignments in a timely manner to decorating your class with your own money. It will make your students aware of how much you care for them. Your students will know if you do not care for them. If your students know that you care for them by going above and beyond for them, they will move mountains for you and do whatever you tell them to. Tip number four, keep student-teacher relationships professional. I understand that this seems very obvious. However, teachers should not be their students' best friends. Set clear boundaries. Clear boundaries allow your students to know what is appropriate and okay to say around you, while also keeping you safe so that you do not get accused of anything. Do not let these boundaries become blurred. The second that these lines blur, you put yourself into greater danger by becoming too close to your student. You can still care for your students, however. Just because you keep professional boundaries with your students does not mean that you cannot care for them in other ways. This is very hard to manage depending on the grade level you teach. But if you keep everything professional, then you'll have nothing to worry about. Tip number five, give students a clear goal. Giving your students a clear goal gives them something to put their motivation in. They need to know what they're striving for. If you give the students the tools to motivate them, then they need a goal to channel that motivation so that they can better work together. This is especially important with a team or organization because each student is motivated by different things. If you can find a goal for them to channel that motivation towards, then what motivates each individual student won't matter as much. Tip number six, challenge students when they fall short. Do not just give pity to a student because they don't get the best grade on an assignment or a test. Do not give up on them. By pushing them after they have failed, you show them your dedication to them and boost their self-efficacy so that they know their worth. Just because the student failed in one thing does not make them a failure in that area. By continuing to push them, they can clear the hump that is holding them back and show them that they can do anything they put their mind towards, and with your push, they can. Tip number 7, celebrate each student. Each student is in a different educational place. Just because one student continuously makes top scores on every assignment does not mean that they should be the only student receiving praise and celebration. The student who is a C student breaks through and makes an A on a test or quiz should be celebrated just the same, if not higher, being able to accomplish these things. It is okay to celebrate the class as a whole and celebrate individuals. Not every student in your class is going to be an A+ student, so celebrate the students who put the work in and improve, as well as celebrating the entire class when they all succeed and pass your standards. Tip number 8, show your students you care for them. As stated earlier, your students can tell when you do not care for them. They will work harder for you. Nobody wants to work for someone who never shows any appreciation for them. You will do the bare minimum, and that is it. When you know that person truly cares for you, you will move mountains for them. You can pull more out of your students when they know that you care for them. When your students know this, not only will they work harder for you, but they put trust in you to lead them not in the wrong direction. So you can pull anything you need to out of them and out of their minds. Tip number 9, find a mentor. Whether you know it or not, your students will look up to you. As a young teacher, there's very little you know about life, much less the teaching profession you just started. Finding a mentor that you can look to as a model will better shape you as a person and an educator. You still need to learn and grow. Just because you graduated and have a degree does not mean that you have everything figured out. A mentor will be able to guide you in new areas in your life that you haven't attempted to navigate yet. Tip number 10, establish clear expectations. This needs to be what students know as soon as they walk into your classroom. Without these clear expectations, students will be lost on what they need to focus on for your class. This will lead to a dip in motivation and could derail your entire plan for that school year. Students need to know what to do each day so that if you are gone, you won't have to worry about if your students are going to do what they are supposed to because they know what is already expected of them. While all these tips are not perfect, it gives you a sense of what you should prepare for as you begin your new career in education. No two students are the same, and no two school years are the same. If you keep these things in mind, then you will be a great teacher that positively affects your students' school career and their lives. Thank you, and good luck in your career.